What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to whatever today is going to be. Basically, what I'm going to do today is run you through what we're going to do in kind of the order I plan on doing it in. I got a lot of projects behind me, and believe it or not, that's a project too. We got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm going to try to run through as quickly as possible and explain what we're doing and the order you can expect to see things in. I know that a lot of you are really wanting to see this Dart, and believe me, this is like, I'm really excited about getting started on this. I really am really excited to get the powertrain swap done on this one. And I found out, now it's been sitting, I don't know, a week and a half with Marvel down the engine, down the cylinders. Yes, I left the spark plugs out. I had a lot of people saying, did you put the spark plugs back in and try? No, I did not put the spark plugs back in, guys. I appreciate the concern. I left the spark plugs out. It will not crank. This thing is frozen solid. And I found out that the date on this original sticker, I can't really see it on camera, but that is October 2nd of 2017. All right, so this car has been sitting for like a year and a half with water in the cylinders. So what we will do though, is once we get the powertrain out, we're gonna tear down the motor. That we are gonna do, because I wanna see what happened. I wanna see what the internals of the engine actually looks like. So we're gonna break that engine down, tear it down to bare bones. We also got to replace the bumper, and yeah, we got to do the swap on this. But sadly, this right here, this is not happening right now because I got a lot of other stuff that has got to get done first. Starting with, and I mean, when I say starting with, please understand, I don't mean, this is not any particular order, but this is what we got to do. I got to go to Pull Apart, or LKQ. I got to find a hood for this. This hood is just, it's tore up from being rented. This car has been taken down off Toro. It is not currently being driven. It's just going to be sitting here for a while. I need to get this hood replaced. I need to get the paint transfer off of this bumper, so it's going to need buffed out. I need to get the windshield replaced. This windshield has been cracked right here for a very long time. I got to get my camera. I've got a nice professional Blackview DR720S, I think. I got to get that camera out of here before we sell it. And I'm hoping we can find a bumper for this thing. A car wash actually pulled this bumper off a while back, and it's held in on this side with a couple of wood screws, because that's how professional I am. So we need to get the bumper replaced if possible. If not, maybe I won't worry about it too much. I've had some of you interested in buying this car. I've had some of you asking questions about it. You know, it's got 150,000 miles on it. It's been used as a rental car. I've owned it for almost 4 years. And overall, the car's in very good condition. There's nothing wrong with it. No check engine lights, no airbags. It's not a wreck. It's not a salvage car. It's a clear title, clean title. It's got brand new tires on it. All 4 tires are new. I just had those replaced. And then we've got, in the shop, I've got rear drums and rear shoes. I've got front rotors, front pads. I've got lower control arms for it. I got basically some suspension components that I needed to get done, taken care of on this car, and that's what we got to do. We got to really get into this, and it's got a hub bearing going bad on this wheel right here, so I need to order the hub bearing and get all that replaced. That's coming up. Next, the Mitsubishi Outlander. I'm not quite sure. Whoa, wasp. Hello. Okay. The Mitsubishi Outlander still needs a windshield. I think we're going to try to do a paint job on it. We got to get out to LKQ/Pull Apart. At the same time, we're trying to get parts for this. We need to go out there because they do have one of these. They've got the upper control arm that I need for this. So we need to get a tire. We need to get an upper control arm. The interior of this thing, it's locked, came out freaking amazing. Red Carpet did a phenomenal job on that. So windshield, upper control arm, and I think I'm actually working out a deal right now with a pretty big paint supply company. They don't just supply paints, they also supply the painting products as well, the guns and things of that nature. I'm not going to say too much about it right now because it's still in the works, but if I can get a deal worked out with this company that manufactures these paint systems, we may do like a custom paint job on this just for fun. I think this is a perfect vehicle to experiment painting on. I mean, I'm not going to go all out with it. We're not going to fix every ding, and we're just going to try my hand at painting. It's a great car, I think, to you know, tape off, sand down, or sand down, tape off, and we'll try our hand at painting. Maybe even bring Mike over to see if he wants to help you know, so that I can make it as good as I possibly can. But if that deal goes through, then we're going to be putting a custom paint job on this, and that's going to be really awesome. Next, the F-150 is not being driven anymore. It's just sitting here. This truck needs to be sold. I need to get rid of it. As much again, it's really killing me. I really don't want to get rid of this truck at all, but I really can't keep both. I already took the insurance off of it, so this thing is just sitting. It's not being driven. I was thinking about trying to paint this one. I don't think I'm going to mess with the paint. I really don't. I think this truck is great just the way it is. It's got new tires on it as well. But what we do have to do to this truck is we got to replace the running boards. So we're going to do the running boards, and I really need to get the steering wheel straight because it's still sitting off-centered from where I installed that pitman arm, just a little bit cockeyed. So we'll be doing that in a future video too. We'll be putting on the running boards, getting that straightened out, probably getting it down to Firestone for one last alignment before we put this up for sale. So I think that pretty much covers everything that we got going on here. These two cars, as I said before, are not mine. They're just being stored here. This car is Tim's. I don't know what he's doing with it. I actually used this car a week or so ago to push another car up on my trailer. The trailer's still sitting over there. Nothing needs done to the trailer. That thing's brand new. We need to put a winch on it. Next, we got this office here that I'm actually considering doing something with. Tim and I were out here till almost 3 o'clock in the morning working on this. I don't know if you guys remember what this looked like, but this office was full. Somebody had used this as a storage building, and they had filled it with sawdust, bags, years old. The bags were so old, they were disintegrated. This was a hell of a job. There was piles of wood up to about here. It was full of just wood, nails, junk, trash, bottles, food. So Tim and I came out here last night. We decided to keep this. We may need some of this at some point. And we thought, you know what? Maybe we could put this to use at some point. I don't know. It's something to consider. We do have electrical. This used to be some kind of a light fixture that someone obviously took out or stole, but it's got decent wiring. The wiring looks good. You've got a 220 here for an air conditioning unit, and you could actually, as you can see, this is junk, so we'd have to pull this out. We could put an air conditioning unit with a heater. They have them this size, AC with heat. We could take this out, put one in here, and I don't know if it'd do any good with this tin roof. It's hot as hell in here right now, but it does have electrical, it does have wiring, everything seems to be intact here. Could use a window or two. But this could be, like with an air conditioner in there, this could be a great place if I felt it was more secure. Maybe even get rid of that door and put a regular wood door in. Obviously motion detectors and things like that in here in case someone broke it. This would be a great place to do some of my video editing, assuming it's got air conditioning. What you're not going to see on videos, we got more cleaning of the yard to do. Tim's actually been helping out with that. We got to get we've already hauled off a lot of junk from here, but there's a lot more junk that needs cleaned up. We got to get all this tree debris and stuff out of here. There's limbs down everywhere. You can kind of see a path that I mowed through yesterday. I took the bed liner out of the truck. Like I say, guys, it's been busy. It's been real busy around here. We took the bed liner out of this truck because underneath the bed liner, it was just full. And this is one of the things I hate about drop-in bed liners. I really don't like drop-in bed liners, especially because of these fifth wheel rails here. They had to cut the bed liner, and when they did, all kinds of debris, I'm talking leaves, sticks, twigs, rocks, it was just piled up under. That stuff gets wet and it'll rot. It'll melt. I almost said it'll melt. It will rust out the bed. I hate them. So we removed the bed liner, and it took about an hour and a half of scrubbing, like literally scrubbing to get this bed clean. But we got the bed clean. We got all the junk out of it. That dent is something that's going to have to be taken care of at some point. But you can see I mowed this part already. This whole section right here, I came through last night. I don't know, about 11 o'clock at night, and I mowed it down. You can see how tall it was here. You can see right here, and there is just junk piled up back here. Cabinets, particle board. There's still a lot of little particle board pieces that we got to clean up and get taken care of. But I think you could clearly see the difference here. Trying to get this place cleaned up. We want to get all the garbage out of here. We might consider knocking some of this stuff down. that big tree back there is going to stay. I'm not touching that, but I think these littler trees, these we may knock down and try to clear this all out at some point. And I got to mow all of this. Like, all of this has got to be mowed. So there's a lot going on. If my videos become a little sporadic, please bear with me and understand that there is just a whole lot that I've got to get done, and definitely is taking away from video editing time. In the shop is dirty again. Next up on auto auction rebuilds is the I don't even know how to pronounce the damn lawnmower I bought. I bought this thing last year, a Husqvarna. Damn good riding mower, man. Damn good riding mower. I love this thing. It's given me zero issues at all. It's got a 46-inch deck, and the motor is a 22 horsepower, so not all that powerful, but gets the job done. 22 horsepower Intech V-twin. Too bad it's not a Honda, right? This is a great mower. Great mower. I've had nothing but good times with this thing riding it around. So there's more to do to the shop. I did take the toolbox out like I said I was going to. I don't think I'm going to put it back in, to be honest with you. I really don't. Looks like something came unplugged over here. All of my chargers are off. But we definitely got to kind of reorganize this shop a little bit. And we had torrential downpours the other day. And when I came back from Louisiana, the shop was flooded. All of this was just, it had water about this deep. And what we found is that it's coming in through the side of the shop. There's where, that's what I'm talking about, where they had the bed cut open, the bed liner, and it just, we've got a massive hill here. There's a huge incline right here. So when you have torrential downpours, all the water over here just rushes down, and it pools up, and it pulls up the worst about right here, and it enters the shop right here. If you, damn, mosquitoes, wasps, you can see the dirt and stuff down here, and it's wet. So water and dirt is intruding through here. So what I'm thinking we're gonna do is I think we're gonna put some kind of a dam, a makeshift dam somewhere up here. I haven't figured out how we're gonna do it yet. We'll find something that we can put into the ground that will stand up fairly tall. I want it to be at least 4 inches or so. And we'll run it down the length of the shop and then probably curve it back here. And hopefully we can find a way to divert this water that's intruding into the shop, divert it back here somewhere where it's out of the way. I don't know, comment below, tell me what you think. Someone already tried, this is not erosion from not having gutters. Someone actually came out here and kind of dug this trench because they were having the same problem. So they dug this out in an attempt to help with it, but it didn't do any good. I mean, you know, when you got torrential downpours, this little trench right here really isn't going to do a whole lot of good. So I think we have covered everything. Oh, no, we haven't. No, we haven't. We got a whole front end for this truck too. I forgot about that, man. We got 4 shocks. We got the pitman arm, the idler arm, inner and outer tie rods. We got upper control arms. We got lower ball joints. We got the hub bearing assemblies, both of them for this. Yeah, we're going through the whole front end of this truck. And then we're instead of taking it to Firestone and having them do the tranny flush, I listened to you guys. We're not going to do that. We're going to drop the pan, change the fluid, clean out the pan, change the filter, and maybe I can find a pan that has a drain on it so that we can just drain it and refill it, you know, every few hundred miles until it comes out pristine looking. And that, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. And this sucks because today I'm going out to do your Copart walk around. And that takes about 3 hours of recording, and I'm already losing my voice. So that is that, guys. I think that's everything I got for you. This place was looking barren for a while. Now there's quite a few cars up here. So comment below. Tell me what you think. We're making moves. We're getting things done. It's just there's not enough hours in the day to do all this, if you know what I mean. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here and go do your Copart walk around so you have something to enjoy. I appreciate you all for joining me today. I know this wasn't anything exciting, but I've had a lot of questions about a lot of different cars. I've had people asking me about the truck, is it for sale or not? The F3, the F-150, is it for sale? It's going up for sale in the near future. I'm gonna put it up, I think I'm gonna list it around 48. And we'll negotiate down from there. So if any of you are interested in the truck, yes, it is going up for sale, somewhere around $4,800. The Cruise, had people ask about that. Once I get it back together, I think I'm gonna put it up for around $5,000. Maybe be able to negotiate on that one a little bit, but I think $5,000 for the Cruise is gonna be a pretty good deal once we get everything back together. And as it sits right now, if you want it just the way it is, I would say 4,200 as the crew sits right now, because I've had several of you asking questions about the cars I'm selling. The Prius, I'm going to probably take it off Toro in the next several months. It's going to be on there for a while. It's rented all the way out till June, so we might end up selling the Prius, we might not, but I think I am going to take all these cars off of Toro eventually and just be done with Toro altogether. So now that is it. If you enjoyed the content, give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Please check me out on Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. I'd certainly appreciate it if you guys would follow me. You'll see stuff on there, usually at least a few days before you'll see it on YouTube. I'm going to catch you guys very soon in the next one. Stay safe out there. I said that backwards, but it's all right.